want more energy, better sleep, leaner muscles, and a cleaner mind?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, well, our next guest says you can achieve all that with just the right tweaks to your diet.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, well, joining us with his fit food recipes is performance nutrition consultant and author of Thrive Energy Cookbook, Brendan Brazier. Nice to meet you.
Thanks, yeah, nice
Thank you for being here.
Yes, now your cookbook is here. It's called Thrive Energy Cookbook. But when I think of thriving in energy, I don't really think of a plant-based diet. Explain how this works.
Yeah, and that's true of a lot of people too. And I've eaten this way now since I was around 15, eating plant-based. And I did it to try and become a better athlete. I tried a whole bunch of different ways of eating, and nothing really worked that well. And then I started eating plant-based. And at first, it actually didn't work that well either. But then I kind of learned along the way, developed some things. And now I find, eating plant-based can be a very good diet for athletes. And in fact, I think it's an advantage. You recover more quickly. You can build endurance more quickly as well.
Now, people say that sometimes they don't have enough energy if they're subsisting solely on plants. You're here to tell us otherwise. Why is that not the case?
Yeah, well, when I first made the conversion over and started eating plant-based, I made the mistake that a lot of people do. I became a starchitarian, eating lots of starch.
breads.
Exactly.
Okay.
Starchitarian,
Yeah.
I like that. And so we know what a starchitarian is. Are you a vegan or a vegetarian, or is that different from plant-based? Explain it.
I use plant-based and vegan as basically the same thing dietarily. The trouble with the word vegan is that it expands beyond just diet. So when we're talking about nutrition, I usually say plant-based just because vegan, like I say, goes to wardrobe as well. It's not just food.
Okay, but that means eating no animal products, no milk, no cheese, no fish, no chicken. How do we get rid of not eating the ribs and all that yummy stuff?
They say anything that had a face, you don't eat.
Right.
Not eggs.
A face or something that came from something with a face. Right.
So how do we make that transition in our lives to not eat all those meats?
It's easier than you may think. I think adding is a really good way to look at it as opposed to subtracting. So don't think about cutting things out. Think of adding new things. There's a lot of recipes in the book where you add new things and you start slow. So some of the stuff I'll show you today, a smoothie, for example, you can add protein. We got like Vega 1 there that has hemp protein, pea protein, rice protein. We got dates here, good energy. There's amaranth, quinoa, buckwheat, all these things that a lot of people don't eat just because they aren't aware of them. But they're available in a lot of
And a lot of stuff
places.
looks good. I mean, this looks like a hearty sandwich here.
Exactly, yeah, it is very filling. And one of the things, too, is this all digests very easily, so you're not spending a lot of energy digesting food. So if you don't spend it, you have more of it. So I call that high net gain nutrition, which is one of the central ideas of the book.
Well, I'm ready to eat. Let's get to some of these meals from your book.
And
What do you have to show us?
There's over 150 recipes in this book, so you're here to show us a few of them. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, so we got a few. We'll start with the guacamole here. This is pretty simple. It's not too different from your standard guacamole, although there are a few other things in it. There's chia in it, which
I've heard good things about chia.
Right, so there's omega-3 fats, which is good for brain health, it's good for skin health, and if you're an athlete, it's good for fat metabolism. So when you train at a lower heart rate, like you're doing a long run, long bike ride, your body learns how to burn fat efficiently, and it spares muscle glycogen. So you don't hit the wall or you don't bonk, which that term runners use, when you just sort of run out of energy. And that won't happen because your body's learning how to burn fat efficiently. So if you eat this way and you train a certain way, it's going to be a big advantage. So that's one of the
avocado
things
and chia seeds, that's a winning combination.
Right, that's a good one. So
and what are we
going to
make here? You're going to make something today? Blending?
Yeah, so this is pretty basic here. We got, you can see there's a date. So dates have glucose, which is sugar. So you get energy straight away. It's quick. There's cashews, so again, a good fat. So you want to combine that. We got a bit of cacao in there too, which is a little bit stimulating. That's not the sort of thing I would recommend all the time, but before a workout, having a little bit of a stimulant like that can help you train more intensely, which means you get results more quickly. The one thing to be aware of, though, I will mention, is you want to have something like Maca or something that nourishes the adrenals after, so that you don't get into what I call biological debt, where people get tired after because they've had too many stimulants. So it's okay to have the stimulants, you get the workout in, but then you got to nourish the adrenals.
Replace it later. Okay,
Exactly.
and now you have this
Maca,
drink.
I'm sorry, Maca is that Peruvian root that's become really popular in recent years.
Exactly,
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
That's what it looks like, a turnip grown in Peru in volcanic soil, very mineral rich.
Okay.
So is this basically a protein shake you're going to make?
Yeah, it's protein, but also has essential fats, fiber, greens, enzymes. So what's here is really just put in here, just so you can see that. And then, yeah, this is almond milk, or you can use rice milk, or even hemp milk.
But not cow milk.
Not cow milk, no, exactly.
Okay.
So add that in there,
milk.
just put a few ice cubes in
Ice
here.
cubes.
And then Vega 1. So this is protein, essential fats, fiber, green. So this is
And this
something.
is a plant-based protein, right?
Exactly.
Which is different from a lot of the wheys and soys they have out. Okay.
Right, so you won't create inflammation with this, and actually it will reduce inflammation. You can even see it's
great.
got a bit of a greenness, that's the chlorophyll.
Green hue.
Right, so that will bring down inflammation so you can move more efficiently, reduce the risk of injury. So yeah, it's pretty simple, just kind of make it like a regular smoothie.
Ooh.
Now, while you're making this smoothie, I want you to continue talking about why you decided to come up with this Thrive movement. As you can hear, you gotta talk loud though.
That's about that,
There we
all
go.
it needs really. Yeah, so Thrive, I wrote a book a few
taste
years
it.
back, yeah. I wrote a book, I guess it was 2007, called Thrive, and it's basically my nutritional philosophy, so talking about nutritional stress, biological debt, some of the things I've been talking about here. And then this is really just a follow-up cookbook to it.
Okay, let's try one.
Here you go,
Okay,
Shannon.
thank
One for you.
So
one
this
for
one's
me.
kind of chunky, you can
Mine's a little
blend it
chunky.
more.
That's okay.
but-
Actually,
or-
I like the bits and pieces in there.
I like
Here's
that
something
too. Yeah, yeah, it just makes it a little.
And tell us really
Little thicker.
quickly about this salad.
So
Ooh, I
that's-
love this.
Oh yeah, you like it? Tastes
No,
all right?
I love this actually.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't taste chalky like some protein shakes taste.
Right.
So
I
it's
want
really
more.
good.
Exactly. Yeah. Finish it
Okay.
off.
What about this salad is special?
So that's an arugula salad. So arugula is obviously green and it's very mineral rich. So again, alkaline forming, and any green really is going to be alkaline forming that reduces inflammation, helps speed recovery. And that one has beets on it too. And beets are also good because they have nitrous oxide in them, which actually helps expand blood vessels. You get more blood pumped throughout your body. So that's good because the nutrients get delivered more quickly throughout your body and you recover more quickly. And that's an advantage.
Well, this is
Brendan,
delicious.
This is delicious, and thank you so much for being here. I feel healthier
I
already.
know, this is actually really good. It feels energized already.
that's
Where
the
can we
plan.
pick up your Thrive Energy Cookbook?
You can get that at any bookstore. Also, you can go to the website, which is thriveenergycookbook.com. And actually, if you order it on there, you get some free downloads as well.
Nice.
All right, sounds like a plan.
All right, well, you continue to thrive.
Yeah,
Thank you so
We'll
much.
continue
You
to
too.
drive with these drinks.
Okay.
Cheers.
Thank you.
And thanks for watching Arise Entertainment 360. We'll see you tomorrow.
Cheers.